Afghanistan, a universal call to pray, a dream that became a nightmare. It's very easy to politicize many governmental situations and fall into disputes regarding what should or should have not been done. However, neither the judicial, legislative, nor executive branch of our government is the ultimate solution to all this government frenzy. As it is written in Isaiah, "For the Lord is our judge, judicial. The Lord is our lawgiver, legislative. The Lord is our king, executive. He will save us." With that said, two scenes which recently took place in Afghanistan will never escape one's memory. The first is of a young man who were falling from a flying American plane while trying to flee away from the battle zone. And the second is of a mother who is throwing her toddler into the hands of one of the American soldiers, hoping that her son will have a better life somewhere else. The Afghanis lived in a beautiful dream for 20 years, semi-freedom, with the ability to exercise the right for schooling for their daughters, were some of their reality that unfortunately was very short-lived. One day, they woke up to find their dreams shattered and replaced by nightmares of no religious freedom and real threats that their daughters who are around 15-year-old must be given to marriage to one of the Taliban soldiers, and their sons will be sent to madrasas to brainwash them and ship them into the jihadist training camps. No wonder these scenes of the willingness to fall from a flying airplane and letting go of a young son by a mother seem to be realistic, even though still horrific. There are vague estimates of 10,000 Christians who live in Afghanistan. This number will never be precisely estimated, since hundreds are escaping to the mountains and many others are hiding after renouncing their faith for fear of persecution. According to Open Doors, USA's annual World Watch list, the second most dangerous place to be a Christian in the world is Afghanistan, only very slightly less oppressive than in North Korea. Those Christians in Afghanistan will be bracing themselves. Will they be forced to convert back to Islam? Will they be killed if they refuse? Will their properties be confiscated? Will they manage to remain undetected? And even if they are not killed, they will humiliate them, torment them, and finally leaving them for a life not worth living. Many governments around the world are frantically making plans to rescue as many at-risk Afghans as they can. However, the Afghan Christians and many other religious minorities are stranded. They know that the Taliban is seeking them. According to the Taliban's ideology, Afghanistan is a Muslim country, and non-Muslims must leave Afghanistan or accept second-class status. For Christians coming from convert backgrounds, the Taliban will consider them apostate and subject to Sharia deadliest consequences. With their phones turned off for fear of being located, many Christians will be difficult to contact or even locate for rescue. The Afghanis were holding on a dream, which now became a nightmare. Their dream may have taken 2 decades to enjoy. Nevertheless, it is still turning into the worst nightmare. While thousands of miles away and enjoying so many types of freedoms, I wonder if we are also holding on temporary fixes through money, fame, treasures, possessions and desires, clinging on them like those who were holding on a flying airplane, hoping to be carried away to a better land. We too are holding on while forgetting the true focus of our destiny. When are we going to realize that? What we have is a very temporary life, like the 2 decades enjoyed by the Afghanis. The dream will soon be shattered to reveal a painful reality. The life we live here is a reflection of what will become later. As the movie Gladiator, the Roman general Maximus addresses his troops before the battle with a famous quote, "Brothers, what we do in life echoes in eternity." The 2 scenes that will keep echoing in our minds and hearts ought to push us to pray constantly for those who are holding onto a thread of life, so God may keep an eye on them and protect them. May we all pray for those Christians who are hiding in the mountain caves while winter is looming upon them, that God sends His angels to protect them and keep them safe in a time when safety is just an allure. Let us echo what the psalmists have written, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. No harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent, for He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation." Amen.